All games have NPCs, or non-playable characters. Most of them serve their purpose and blend into the background, but there are some NPCs that are extremely memorable and share a warm place in many gamers' hearts. This top 10 is just for them. We are limiting this list to one character per franchise, as well as excluding characters who are playable in later games. Love them or hate them, these are the top 10 best NPCs in gaming. Number 10. King of the Cosmos, Katamari Damacy. Tight spandex complete with bulge? Check. Communicate by growling like a bear? Check. Rule over the entire cosmos? Check. The King of the Cosmos is definitely memorable in an already memorable game. Serving as your commander of sorts, the king harshly judges your gameplay like a very strict father, all the meanwhile lounging about in tights. Oh, Japan. Number 9. Alyx Vance, Half-Life 2. In Half-Life 2, you play as a typical silent protagonist. Instead of using your voice, you are guided by Alyx Vance. With her quick wit and cunning, she serves as both a partner and a narrator to the player, making sure you know exactly what's going on. Number 8. Butler, Tomb Raider. Ah, the good old days. Winston, nicknamed Jeeves, was the butler in Lara's mansion in Tomb Raider 2 and 3, most memorably. Memorable why? Because you could hear him shaking the tray of tea as he struggles to keep up with Lara. He farts now and then, and you could lock him in the fridge. Number 7. James McCloud, Star Fox.
Don't ever give up, my son.
James McCloud was the father of Fox McCloud and the original leader of the Star Fox team, until he was killed, that is. He was also well remembered enough to be added, albeit in human form, to F-Zero GX. Number 6. Great Fairy, Legend of Zelda. Who could forget that amazing laugh? Granting you various items and abilities, the Great Fairy was definitely remembered positively among gamers. Number 5. Grim Reaper, The Sims. One of the funniest moments in gaming was the first time your Sims die. It's not the death itself, but what comes after, or namely who. The Grim Reaper will come over, inspect the scene, and either bust out his clipboard or his cell phone if he needs to get a hold of upper management to determine your poor Sim's fate. Number 4. Dogmeat, Fallout. Now a staple in the series, Dogmeat serves as your trusty companion, following and defending you as you journey through the wastelands of Fallout. In Fallout 4, they have really added a lot of cool features to make him even more lovable than before. Number 3. Judge, Ace Attorney series. He's lovable, he's simple, and he's in charge. The Judge in the Ace Attorney series is just so clueless and aloof that he's actually kind of adorable, even though at times it can be frustrating when he is so blatantly unaware of evil afoot. Number 2. Merchant, Resident Evil 4. What are you buying? The quote from the GameCube era that fans love to say. The Merchant served as your arms dealer in Resident Evil 4, providing you with a wide arsenal of weapons and upgrades in exchange for pesetas, of course. He could care less what side you were on as long as you paid. Stranger. And here are some honorable mentions.
Paris, Hong Kong.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach you. Hello.
Hey!
Number 1. Gray Fox, Metal Gear Solid. It's hard to think of a more badass character than Gray Fox. You wanted to see more of him, you wanted to know more about him, and you wanted to play as him. Imagine if Revengeance for the PS3 was a Metal Gear Solid prequel where you play as Gray Fox. I'm looking at you, Konami. Sure, he's playable for a small part of VR missions for the PS1, but he is so badass that I'm not even counting that. Maybe that's what he really means when he says... I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and if you disagree, tell me about it in the comments. And for more gaming top 10s, news, and reviews, subscribe to Ink Ribbon on YouTube.